Look closely at this laptop. The machine is powered on and the internal fans are spinning, but the screen remains dark, leaving only a rhythmic, flashing pattern on the caps lock key. In other cases, the system might halt immediately after the power button is pressed, displaying a digital message like BIOS Application Error 501 or CMOS Reset 502. These specific behaviors indicate that the basic input-output system, or BIOS, is corrupted. This is the low-level software responsible for initializing your hardware. If a routine update fails, the CMOS battery dies, or the machine loses power during a flash, the BIOS breaks and the laptop can no longer boot. To fix this, we will build a bootable BIOS recovery USB drive. This tool allows us to bypass the corrupted internal software and force the motherboard to reload its original instructions. You will need 3 things to begin: a secondary working PC, an empty USB flash drive with at least 20 megabytes of capacity, and the broken laptop's AC power adapter. This external USB method is necessary when the system's internal hard drive is inaccessible or the motherboard fails to reach its own built-in recovery tools. On your working PC, navigate to support.hp.com. Go to the Software and Drivers section and select the laptop category. You must identify the exact firmware required for your hardware. Enter the broken laptop's model name or the serial number found on the bottom of the chassis into the search field. Next, select the specific operating system and version that the broken laptop was running before the crash, such as Windows 10 64-bit. If you aren't sure of the version, check a working machine for reference. In the Windows System Information app, look at the System Type row to see if the hardware requires a 32-bit or 64-bit installation. Expand the BIOS category in the download list. Locate the HP Notebook BIOS entry and click the download link for the executable file. If a pop-up appears suggesting the HP Support Assistant, decline it and proceed with the standalone manual download instead. Matching the firmware package to the exact hardware and operating system is critical. Using the wrong file can result in a permanent motherboard failure. Insert your blank USB flash drive into the working PC to begin the setup. While the HP utility includes a formatting tool, it often fails to prepare the drive correctly. We will format the drive manually first to ensure the recovery files are readable. Right-click your USB drive in File Explorer and select Format. Set the file system to FAT32, the only format the broken laptop recognizes. Finally, ensure the correct drive letter is selected. Formatting permanently erases all existing data. Now run the downloaded HP BIOS executable. Accept the license terms, and when prompted, select the option to Create Recovery USB Flash Drive. Once the process finishes, verify the drive in File Explorer. It should now be named HP_tools and contain 2 specific folders. This specific FAT32 structure is the only way the broken laptop's emergency bootloader can communicate with the USB port. Before starting the recovery, plug the AC power adapter into the broken laptop. A battery failure during the BIOS write will permanently damage the motherboard. Always perform this step on wall power. Insert the HP_tools USB drive into any available port on the machine. Now for the key sequence. Press and hold both the Windows key and the B key at the same time. While holding Windows and B, press the power button for 1 to 2 seconds, then release only the power button. Keep holding the Windows and B keys. The screen might stay dark for up to 60 seconds while the system initializes. You can release the keys once the HP BIOS update or recovery screen appears. This physical combination triggers a hardware-level override, forcing the motherboard to pull its instructions from the USB drive rather than the corrupted internal BIOS. The system will now automate the rest of the process. It writes the new BIOS image from the USB drive and then performs a verification pass to ensure the data is intact. When you see the message System BIOS Recovery is complete, the laptop will automatically restart. If prompted after the reboot, press the Enter key to allow Windows to begin its normal loading process. The laptop may power cycle several times before reaching the login screen. This is part of the hardware reinitialization. Your hardware is now rescued. While specific key combinations vary by brand, this USB recovery logic is a standard tool for repairing corrupted firmware across the PC industry.